Hi Leo, this is your November 21st to November 27th weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. It could be new for you, but it's most likely not so new for them. Well, anyway, we got the 10 of Wands clarified by the Moon. We have the Fool. We have the Ace of Cups clarified by the King of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Star with the Queen of Cups and the World. And we also have the 3 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have Aries and Aquarius on the table. And what I just said, it's not so new for them because I think you already know this person, and this person is madly in love with you, and they're actually suffering in silence, right? And I think they are waiting for some kind of a celebration or an event that will take place this week. For some of you, if you're in the US, it could be related to Thanksgiving, perhaps. This is somebody you work with, and people at work are going to do like a potluck after work or something like that, or you will just step out and celebrate before every one of you goes to your own family thing. Or perhaps you're getting together with friends for Thanksgiving celebration, you know? That people do that all the time. If you're not in the United States, there's still some kind of an event coming up. The 3 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, that's, I think, the event. The 3 of Cups often comes through as a celebration, right? So it could be the Thanksgiving gathering, or it could be another event, a party. Perhaps you're going to a club, or you're going to your book club, or something where people get together and celebrate, right? That's where I think that's what they're waiting for to make their move. And their current status is, like I said, suffering in silence, right? We got the 10 of Wands clarified by the Moon. Those are some heavy energies, right? The 10 of Wands says a card of a burden, so this is taking a toll on them, not being able to share their love with you. The Moon clarifying the 10 of Wands could be a Pisces you're dealing with, but the Moon is one of the most emotional cards in the tarot deck. It's also a card of a secret, right? So they're secretly in love with you, but as of right now, since they are unable to tell you how they feel, it's taking a toll on them. It's a burden for them. So here comes the Fool, right? The Fool could be an Aries you're dealing with, but I think with the Fool card, they're just going to take a leap of faith at that party or at that gathering and start this conversation and start telling you how they truly feel. The Fool, this is them just saying, you know what, I just got to do it because I can't take it anymore. So here they come with the Ace of Cups clarified by the King of Cups, right? By the way, we have both the King and the Queen of Cups. Whenever this happens in my spreads, I usually call it the ultimate love couple. So perhaps you also have some feelings towards this person. You know, you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but they could be any zodiac sign. Again, the King and the Queen of Cups, you guys make a perfect love couple. The ultimate love couple. You speak the same love language, or that's what you will very quickly find out. Perhaps you have a lot of similar interests, you finish each other's sentences, the way you see how a relationship or marriage is supposed to be are identical, they match, right? So anyway, here comes the King of Cups, clarifying the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is all about love, genuine, authentic love. Alright, in the potential outcome, we have the Star with that Queen of Cups and the World. For the reading's sake, I assume you're the Queen of Cups, by the way, but you can assign the roles as you wish. The Star, the first card in there, is an Aquarius you could be dealing with, or the Star is a wish come true. Something people usually wish for or hope for a very long time, and again, I think this person's been in love with you for a while. It could be a couple of weeks or a couple of months. Who knows? And there you are, the Queen of Cups, right? The ultimate love, a partner for the King of Cups. And the last card that came out is the World. The World is my happy end card. This is one chapter of your life comes to an end, and another happy or happier chapter together with this person, hopefully, is about to begin. So yeah, this is a very straightforward reading. It's just that perhaps you're not aware 100% of this particular person being madly in love with you, but for some of you, perhaps you have an idea who this is. Some of you definitely do have an idea of who this is. All right, so yeah, they're coming towards you. They're going to take this leap of faith this week and express their love to you. And hopefully you guys can take it all away with them. All right, really happy for you, Leo. Congratulations. If you'd like to see the extended Leo for this new love spread, the link is in the description box down below. In the extended, I'll do a couple of more spreads, maybe 3 spreads. We'll see how it plays out. We'll take a look at what to expect between you and this person moving forward, and we'll get you an advice for this whole situation. Leo, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, the spread is for you. We have the Devil, we have the Four of Cups clarified by the World, we have the Chariot, and we also have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or Cancer or another Leo. I don't think zodiac signs really matter. They could, but not really. What I see here, I can interpret this in a couple of different ways, right? You are in a relationship where you're married, right? And somebody may hit on you. All right. I don't know if they are aware of the fact that you're married or in a relationship, but I think they're going to shoot their shot anyway. Right. Then you're going to say, you know what, thanks, but no thanks. I'm already happy with my boyfriend, my girlfriend, or my husband or wife, or my significant other. Right. That's the first scenario. Scenario number 2, perhaps one of you will be quitting something. Okay, like a bad habit or an addiction. Alright, so they're going to finally kick it to the curb. It could be you or it could be them. Alright, smoking, drinking, gambling, using whatever their choice is. Anyway, so those are the 2 options. Those are the 2 scenarios I see here. The Sun on the bottom of the deck, that's your major arcana card, Leo. Alright, and it's always a good sign to have your major arcana card in your own reading. Alright, the Devil, the first card that came out. It could be a Capricorn you're dealing with, but the Devil is either somebody trying to seduce you, trying to hit on you, or the Devil is that addiction or a bad habit. Right, here comes the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a rejection. So if somebody is hitting on you, you're going to say, you know what, thanks but no thanks. Or somebody's going to finally quit that behavior or quit that addiction. All right, the World, clarifying it, is my happy end card. And the Chariot right next to the deck could be a Cancer you're dealing with, or it is a card of victory. Okay, or it could be a card of travel. If you're traveling this week for business, for work, for, I don't know, grocery shopping, somebody could hit on you while you're doing that. Or, again, it's a victory, right? You're rejecting this person, it's a victory for you. Or if you or your significant other is quitting something, it's also a victory for both of you. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Leo, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Ace of Wands clarified by Judgment. We have the Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Lovers. We have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow fire sign, Aries, another Leo, or Sagittarius, or a Gemini. Well, you guys always leave me comments letting me know that you don't take anybody back, but perhaps there is an exception to this rule. I don't know if you'll actually be getting back together, but the universe will put you in the same place, or perhaps one of you will reach out to the other, and, you know, sparks will fly. It feels like it will reignition of your love for each other, because these are some serious cards. In the first spread we had the King and the Queen of Cups. In the new love spread, remember that? In this spread, the X spread, we have the King and the Queen of Wands. Right? So whenever the King and the Queen of Wands come out in my spreads, I usually call it the partners in crime couple. All right? You could be dealing with a fellow fire sign, right? But that still doesn't change the fact that we have the Ace of Wands, the first card that came out, right? The Ace of Wands belongs to both of you. You see how both the King and the Queen of Wands are holding up a wand? That's the one right there in the Ace of Wands. I don't know who is making this move, but I think you have a chance, Leo. I really do. The Ace of Wands is clarified by Judgment. Judgment is a card of somebody coming back from the past. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Lovers. The Lovers could be a Gemini you're dealing with, but the Lovers is a card of a choice, so you will be presented with this choice, whether you to get involved with one another again or not. And the Lovers is actually a really, really good card. In my opinion, the Lovers is the best card when it comes to the actual love connection between two people. Right? The Wheel of Fortune, perhaps you guys can restart the cycle with each other. It's going to be up to you. It's going to be up to you. But again, this looks very promising, Leo. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Leo. This week we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Wands, clarified by the Six of Wands and Strength, and we also have Death on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. But I don't think zodiac signs really matter. I think it's all about you and what's going on with you. Your work, business, and financial situation is about to undergo a major transformation for the better. Okay? For some of you, if you've been going through some kind of a stagnation period, it's going to change. You're going to get really going, I guess. Some of you could be quitting your job and starting a new job. Others of you could be quitting your 9-to-5 and starting your own business. All right? But something is changing. Something is definitely changing in a big, major way. So speaking of change, Death on the bottom of the deck could be a Scorpio you're dealing with, but it is a transformation. And the thing about the Death card, it's natural, right? It's not something that's going to happen unexpectedly. It's not like a sucker punch, no. With the Death card, you know this is coming. Perhaps you've been planning it or you've been thinking about it or something like that. So Death is something that's coming your way and you're aware of it. Or perhaps you're the one who is doing this. Here comes the Wheel of Fortune. The first card that came out. This is the start of a new cycle. All right? For some of you, you could be promoted, you know. For others of you, like I said, you could be quitting your job and starting another job, or quitting your job and starting your own business, or you could be starting a new project, a big major project that will eventually elevate you in the eyes of your coworkers. Right, so here comes the Eight of Pentacles. This is a card of work, business, and finances, or a card of perfecting something, diligently working on something. And here comes the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a new beginning. And you're the King and the Queen of Wands, so the Ace of Wands belongs to you, right? The Six of Wands, clarifying the Ace of Wands, that's also you. This is a card of victory, success, recognition, attention. Perhaps you're being awarded. If you're starting a new job somewhere else, they will welcome you as a savior. Or now they'll think, now things will change, because Leo is the best at what they do. Speaking of you, Leo's strength, the last card that came out, clarifying the Six of Wands and the Ace of Wands, that's your major arcana card. And since it is your major arcana card, again, you're definitely either in control of what's going on, or, you know, this is all about you. Because that's what happens when your major arcana card shows up. Perhaps strength is a card of you having courage to drop your 9-to-5 and start your own business. That could play out like that. But either way, long-term wise, this is definitely a victory. The Six of Wands is a victory card. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Leo, this week. We have Judgment, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, clarified by the Queen of Cups, and we also have the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. What you're not expecting is the return of the Queen of Cups. Nope, it's not the same situation as we saw in the new love spread. This person is definitely from your past, not necessarily a love interest. It could be a friend, it could be a relative, somebody you went to school with, somebody you used to work with. Yeah. But we got two cards on the table that usually play out as somebody coming back from the past. Judgment, the first card that came out, that's one of them, and the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck is the second one, right? So this person is definitely from your past. Perhaps you haven't heard from them in a long time, right? The Eight of Cups, right next to Judgment, this is them coming back. Perhaps they left town and they're going to be back in town and they just want to catch up with you. Right? The Eight of Wands, the next card that came out, is a card of travel or a card of communication. And all of this is coming from this Queen of Cups, right? Could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And that's what you're not expecting. This Queen of Cups will resurface in your life. All right, so that's what I have for you, Leo, for this reading, for this month. Rather weak. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Leo, have an amazing